Hey everyone, this is gonna be the start of a series of StarCraft 2 videos, which are typically aimed at the newer players of the game. So all you bronze, silver, and gold players out there, listen up. You may learn a thing or two. But it's also good to players in the higher league as well, since it gives them something to try out. Personally, I'll be focusing mainly on Protoss, since it is my main race and best race, and over the course of probably 2 weeks, I'll release content for openings of various matchups and what you want to do later on, etc, etc. So today we're looking at departing fast expand 13 gateway 17 Nexus. So like all builds, for Protoss we start off with 9 Pylon and either 12 or 13 gate, but since we're doing a very economic build, we can just opt for a 13 gateway. And so when the Pylon finishes, that's when you start your first Chronoboost, so you can build your workers faster, which means more minerals in the long run. Okay, so keep Chronoboosting. So you spend all your initial Chronoboosts on your probes, and once you hit 13 supply, that's when you want to build your gateway. But don't cut probes, because that's the last thing you want to do. After that, you want to go scout with this probe. So it's a 13 gate scout, and depending on what we see, we can change the build accordingly. So follow up. So if you don't see gas and you don't see any indication of a marine SCV all in, or something like that, something right along those lines, you can probe like crazy, since the only scary timing where they actually kill you is 9 to 11 minutes. Okay. This is when they have the two or four medevacs out with their stim and concussive shells, and this is when Terran feels comfortable pushing out. So what I see here is 2 barracks. So despite not seeing gas, right, I know it's not going to be some sort of fast expand. So what I'm going to do is okay, before this, let's say what we'll have to do next for the build. So once we hit that 17 supply mark, we want to rally our 17th probe that's being produced into the natural, and while that's happening, you want to build your assimilator. After that, you build your second pylon, followed by a cyber core as soon as possible, cutting probes. And after that, you can start building probes again after your second pylon starts. And when you have 100 minerals, you want to make your first Zealot, and then when the first Zealot finishes, you should have enough for warp gate and a Stalker. After that, it's pretty much up to you what you want to do. But if you see gas, or he's doing some sort of 2x or something like that, what you want to do is before 5 minutes, add 2 more gateways, and before 6 minutes and 20, which means 6:20 at the latest, is when you want to start your robo. To counter banshees. So once I reach 16 probes in my mineral line, I want to rally my main base to the natural, and yeah. So when I have enough for 2 gateways, I plot them down, and personally I like getting sentries after that, for more energy for my sentries, which means more fossils and stuff. And yeah, keep building pylons and keep building probes. But since he's doing some sort of 2x things, I have to chronoboost my warp gate research around 3 times, because that's what you need to do to deal with early pressure. So yep. Then everything else is self-explanatory, and everything else is just based on what you want, what you do after that. So yeah. This build relies on good scouting information. If you can, you should try and keep the watchtowers. But if you don't, then you could build an extra gate to be safe. And yeah. Good luck to everyone who tries this build. And yeah. if you don't see gas, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, from then onwards, what you do is what you want. And for me, I'm building my robo very soon because it's probably around 6:20, but I can't see. Or it could be a lot later than that because I know it's not gonna be. I see he's coming on the minimap, so I'm preparing, warping in units, and yeah, pull some probes in case I can't hold it off. But I shouldn't have engaged him there, unless I should have done like a well placed full suit or something. And then I realized that I don't need to actually pull guys, so I just build more units. Then I get both of my gases since I see him retreating on the minimap, and yeah, I just do whatever you want from there. But this game, what I'm going to do is opt for fast charge, and then Templar would storm after that. But yeah, but you can go for Colossus or Blink Stalkers or anything like that, maybe even DT drops if you feel like it. And yeah, bit of a supply block here by me, which isn't good, but what can you do? So I'm getting a forge, 2 more gates, and a Twilight Cancel. Put more people in gas. So right now I'm just macroing up, probing, trying to get a base before 12 minutes if I can, since he probably won't attack me before then. But since it's a bot, you don't really know because it's I think I'm playing against a hard bot, not a very hard bot, for demonstration purposes, but I can beat a hard bot. Yeah, but typically I have to say Colossus would be slightly safer than Storm, but they're all good transitions from this build. So yeah, because the amount of DPS Marines produce, especially in high numbers with STEM, is phenomenal, and to combat that we really need AoE and Espritos. Yeah, that's what we really need. So I'm going to move out, see what he's doing, and hopefully take a third behind this. Charge should be done, and I think +1 is already, for armor is already done, and I'm Chronoboosting +2, but correct me if I'm wrong. And if there's any additional information that any of you want to add on, feel free to comment, and I'll add it in my video description for everyone else to see. So the build order for this build will be in the description, with another followed by a Team Liquid link of a thread, and yeah, you could use that as further reference. Since I based my video on that guide. And thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the videos if you guys really want to watch. But yeah, it's keeping my Templar here in case he does some sort of counter attack later on and I lose all my army. I still have Storms to back up to, and then yeah, thanks for watching.